The battle droid army is currently trapped within a city. The clone troopers previously possessed the city. However, as soon as they saw the droids coming, they evacuated. Then, they encircled the city, trapping the droids within and holding them hostage within it. The droids are now going to attempt to break out of this siege. What's going on, gamers? It's your boy, Daily Tactics here, and today we are back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod. And what we've got going on today is going to be really cool. So we have hundreds of battle droids in here. I'd say about 400 battle droids are in here, along with 4 AATs and 1 GAT tank, which is pretty powerful. I mean, they've got a pretty powerful force here, but surrounding them is about 75 to 100 clone troopers, 1 ATTE, 3 of these 50mm cannons, and a bunch of E-Web turrets all around here pointing at this entrance. They are holding these droids hostage within the city, and they are preventing them from leaving. The droids are going to try and break out, and it should be absolutely epic. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to smash that like button. Let's try and get 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours if possible. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're working our way towards 500k. And comment on down below if you'd like to see some more Men of War Assault Squad 2 Star Wars Galaxy at War mod videos in the future. And if so, what kind of videos do you want to see? Either way, guys, let's get right on into this thing. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alrighty then, gamers, let's get right on into this thing. Pressing start right now, and the droids should begin to move on forward, and that they are. A lot of outgoing rocket fire from these clone troopers, as well as those 50mm turrets firing out as well. Currently, the AATs are being able to resist that, but a lot of the infantry is not faring nearly as well as those bigger tanks right there. Lots of droid infantry going down, and that's to be expected. We're expecting high casualty rates from the battle droid army here. Nasty rocket hitting the center lines of the droids back there, taking out multiple droids all at once. That is some brutality right there. Holy cow. More rockets going out and striking the clone trooper ATTE tank right here. That is very, very good. We like to see that. The more shots that go into this thing, the faster it goes down for the droid army. And there we go. 1 AAT is down for the count. The clone troopers rejoicing, I'm sure, after that little victory right there. That rocket went and hit a rock, basically useless. Another AAT down for the count. They are falling like dominoes right now, but more shots are going into that ATTE, weakening its shields, which is BEA, beautiful baby. And it looks like this AAT might be focusing in on it as well, which should be helpful too. GAT tank in the background, I think might be firing away. Yep, it's firing a little bit, and there's another AAT over here too, potentially doing some outgoing fire for the battle droid army as well. More droid infantry units are moving around to go and take up defensive locations outside of the city right there, which is good to see, and they're actually getting some good fire out. We've got 1 turret down over here, and then multiple clone troopers down around these parts. Looks like the turret driver for this 50mm turret ended up getting ejected from the turret, but is back in it and firing away now. So the droids are going to have to try a little bit harder to take that thing down. The AAT over here is still alive and kicking, which is a big surprise. I'm surprised this thing hasn't gone down yet. That's pretty weird if you were to ask me. Tons more droids coming up to the front lines to replace the droids that have already gone down up here. Good to see. Ooh, big shot right there, striking the 50mm turret. Could have potentially taken it out. Not fully sure yet. We can go ahead and check, actually, though. And it looks like, yes, that 50mm turret is down, but not before it got 1 tank kill and 33 infantry kills, which is extraordinarily impressive. That is a lot of kills for 1 little turret right there. By the way, we are using the 442nd Siege Battalion. I can't remember if I said that previously in this video. One of my all-time favorite battalions, and of course this is a siege battle, so it makes a lot of sense. I don't know if they're the Siege Battalion because they're good at doing sieges unto the droids, or because they're good at surviving sieges done unto them? I have a feeling it's probably because they're good at sieging castles and fortresses and whatnot. But you will notice I did add some of these scout troopers to the 442nd as well, just to spice it up and get some diversity in infantry in there as well, which is just kind of fun to see. Some DC-15A clone troopers over here firing from their sandbag walls, just pinning down the droids as much as possible, though they themselves are getting pinned a good bit too. Wow, this AAT is still kicking, dude. That thing is really impressive, I have to say. I'm shocked that thing is still up. Ooh, we got some GAT shots going out here. Completely whiffs it. Doesn't get any hits on those clone troopers over there, though. So, not really too big of a deal at the moment. Let's go ahead and bump it up a speed here and check it out in a little bit closer to normal speed. I tend to do these videos, as many of you guys know, in slow motion to start because these videos can be extremely laggy. Even with my really good computer, you know, these videos do generate a lot of lag just because Men of War is not the most optimized battle simulator out there. And that's because, of course, Men of War has some of the better AI as well as more cinematic and beautiful battles that you can make. Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 is a fantastic game. It's great for size, but you don't get the dynamics that you tend to get in something like Men of War Assault Squad 2 in that game. So there's, you know, pros and cons to all the battle simulators out there. Men of War is that it's just such a dope battle simulator to watch with so many fluid motions and, you know, unique AI movements and things like that. However, it's very laggy. Wow, that droid just shot their little tiki hut tent thing and exposed them to the elements right there. That's a yikes. They basically just got themselves very exposed. Oh my god, the GAT tank is exploding in the background, and I also noticed this AAT over here also went down. That leaves one last AAT left alive. It seems to be stuck back here. Let's see if we can't just like redirect it to the front lines. Go forth, fight, win the ass. All right, that AAT is moving out right there. Hopefully going to connect with the droid infantry here and help them out a little bit. We'll see. This ATTE still alive and kicking out here. Has not gone down. It seems like the droids have kind of ceased fire against it. They're not really shooting as much at that big chungus over there as they are at some of the clone trooper infantry over this way. You know, I haven't seen many rockets go out towards that thing, and it's not a lack of rocket troopers either. There's a bunch of rocket troopers over here. They're firing out, trying to explode this LAAT barricade over this way, I guess. I don't know what exactly they're doing. This right side of the battlefield over here does appear to have more dead clone troopers than the left, so if the droids were to sort of burst out and go over here to the right, they might be able to then flank around the back and take out a lot of clones this way. That's probably the strategy I would employ if I was directing this battle, but we'll just have to see what the AI chooses to do in this instance here, because, you know, it's up to them. They gotta make their own destiny, baby. Did that AAT ever come up? Nope, this GAT tank is completely blocking its path. Rip potato chip, man. That is tough. All right, let's bump it up to full speed ahead, baby. Let's go. Clone Trooper still getting some good outgoing fire onto the droids, but is slowing down, and I think that's because the droids are taking a lot of cover right now. They are not being very aggressive, and they are just sort of chilling at the moment instead of being aggressive themselves. And that's probably smart, because they are focusing most of their fire over to this side of the battlefield, taking out what they can over here versus, you know, trying to take on all parts of the battlefield at once. I do think this is a pretty optimal strategy right now for the droids, and a little bit frustrating for the clones, who just kind of have to sit back and watch it happen. You know, they're not going to be stupid and expose themselves to the elements out here. They're just going to go ahead and react to what the droids are doing. This is, you know, the best way to play this. But we do have some droids actually pushing out on the opposite end of the battlefield. First time in quite a while. Since the very beginning we've seen droids on this side of the battlefield. And there's a reason why, because the clones have not been hurt very much by this side of the battlefield. I think the AATs must have mainly focused on the other side, and thusly the clones just have very, very strong positions over here. So those guys did get chopped down or are taking cover at this point and not really progressing forward too much now. No siree, Bob. A couple more droids pushing out, but overall it's pretty chill at the moment on the battlefield with not a great deal going on. I did hear a rocket get shot out. I completely missed that. I have no idea where that went. Ooh! The ATTE is actually sounding off its sirens, and that means that its shields are down. So it no longer has shields, and now it's very susceptible to fire. And very soon it could end up going down to the Battle Droid army. Just a few more bazooka shots ought to do it. I'm thinking like 3 or 4 more. There we go. Now it is on fire from those incoming droid shots. And I'm going to say, yeah, like 2 or 3 more shots, and this thing is dead as a doornail. Boom! There we go. There's another one. It shouldn't take too much more. And, all right, they are walloping it. Okay, maybe one more shot. Maybe one more shot. That would be a big get. Okay, that wasn't the one. Maybe just one more. Maybe one more shot. And there you go. There you have it. The clone troopers inside dying probably instantaneously from that explosion. The AATTE drops, and it looks like that creates a bit of an opening for the droids to try and push these clone troopers over this way. They're getting a little bit more gutsy over here, baby, and trying a little bit of an assault right now at these clone troopers. They are taking some damage, and some of them are going down over here. Of course, it's obviously going to happen. Even without the ATTE, the clones are still a very, very powerful fighting force, but it seems like the droids are managing a little bit more progress on this side of the battlefield right now. There's still another 50mm turret. All they got to do is probably shoot it with a bazooka, and this thing is done. But for now, it is still up and alive and kicking. Is this one over in the middle still alive, though? Let's check this out. No, this thing is dead. In fact, it didn't get any kills in this battle. This one over here also hasn't gotten any kills in this battle, so maybe not the best placement of those by the clone troopers, but this one on the right over here did absolutely phenomenally during this battle. More clone troopers in the back lines over here are getting hit by some pretty hard bazooka fire and things like that, which is shredding their position a little bit. I expect the droids are going to start pushing out a little bit more very, very soon, and that's exactly what's happening. They're getting a little bit more gutsy. Ooh, that was a big bazooka shot from the clones. Well done, boys. Nicely done. Oh, here comes another. Okay, that one wasn't as good, but this guy clearly knows what he's doing with that bazooka. I can see him. He's about to fire. Maybe he's holding off? I don't know, but that thing, man, that thing can devastate these droids. A couple more shots into their lines like that, and they are gone. They are goners, baby. Absolutely. We'll just have to see what they end up doing. Oh, but the droids are responding with some rockets of their own right there. Could take some of the clones out, too. All right. Yep, they are making a push to the left. This is definitely the smartest thing for the droids right now, is to make this large push to the left over here. Oh, 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I felt a little tickle in my throat coming on and knew I had to cough, and I didn't have any water, so I went and grabbed the water. I clearly was not being enough of a Hydro homie, and I do apologize for that. My team will be putting out a statement to all the Hydro homies out there very, very soon to let you know that I have since revised my ways and gotten a glass of water. Alright, the droids are pushing out pretty aggressively over here, and they've got a good avenue to do so. I'm really liking that. They are trying over here, but the clones are very nicely shooting them down, taking them out, and dropping a lot of bodies over here. So the clones are definitely on lock over this way. It's going to be up to these droids over here to end up winning the day overall. If these droids over here can make big pushes and... Oh my god! What a bazooka shot! Holy cow, that was massive! That is exactly what the battle droids need. And the AAT somehow unstuck itself from the GAT and is now coming forward to aid the droids here. Holy cow, if you thought this battle was over for the battle droid army, you were... Okay, they just killed a ton of their own people. That's fine. But it's not over for the droids. I think the droids definitely could come back and get some big dubskis here. They take out that E-Web turret right there with a gnarly little rocket. Ooh, the droids are breaking out cleanly now. It took them a while to get their footing in this battle and actually managed to make any sort of push out here, but now they are doing it, and they are doing it in force. Of course, they are still taking some pretty tremendous losses, but their rocket troopers seem to be the catalyst that is making this happen. I mean, without these rocket troopers, I think the clones would still be locking down this battlefield, but the rocket troopers are clearing out entire trenches filled to the brim with clones at this point. I would be very, very fearful if I were the clones right now, as those rocket droids are coming for you and coming for you hard, baby. This guy could maybe get a cheeky, breaky little grenade out right around here. That would be pretty nice, but I'm not entirely sure if he's going to be smart enough to figure that out and actually do that. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see. All right. Ooh, another bit of a push over here. They're using the LAATs as cover. Of course, the opposite can be said for the clones. They are set up so the clones are behind them, and then the droids have to sort of go around the sides of the LAATs, exposing their bodies and making these nice little choke points for the clones who are defending. But of course, it does allow the droids a brief little place to, you know, heal up and get some respite before the rest of the battle continues. So it's a double-edged sword for the clones right there. Right now, it's definitely probably in the droid's favor using that LAAT as cover. This AAT right here is still getting stuck on a lot of these obstacles. It's struggling to get forward here and move out, and the droid infantry could certainly use some AAT cover fire right about now. That would be pivotal in this battle, because despite the droids managing a big push here, they are still running very, very low on troopers and taking just really, really brutal fatalities right now. So if this AAT were to provide cover fire a little bit better for these droids, I think there's a better chance that the droids winning. How's this right side doing over this way? Very, very few droids left alive. Many of them get gunned down by these clones over here, so I'm not expecting much from those droids anymore over there. Some more clone bazooka shots coming into the droids now. They're clearly trying to replicate what the droids have been doing here and trying to take out some of these boys. Let's just go ahead and see what happens, baby. Scout the dog is looking at me from the couch. He's like, Dad, when are you gonna stop talking so I can go ahead and take my nap? It's actually really funny. Sometimes Scout will go into the other room when I'm recording because he's just like so annoyed by me. He's like, dude, you need to shut up so I can get some sleep here, or I'm going to be one cranky puppy. But normally he does like to hang out next to me while I record because I think he just likes to be with people, you know, that kind of a thing. Either way, more droids are pushing out from the LAAT over this way. Ooh, some big shots hitting these LAATs, which is kind of interesting right there. Oh, might have been this AAT just opening up another pathway to fire from, potentially? Not entirely sure. Things are certainly slowing down in this battle right now, so why don't we go ahead and bust out the 5-speed right here and just sort of see what happens. The droids are definitely kind of stuck right here. I'd almost say they're stalling a little bit. You know, oh, that thing almost toppled over. If these things do flip over, they die. You know, the engines turn over and they explode. Is it just trying to mountain climb here? It's killing its own troopers. What are you doing, AAT? Well, it got itself free. That is pretty impressive right there, I will say. And now it's stuck on some more poles here. It's trying to inch its way forward. It's getting hit by a lot of rockets now. It just phases through an LAAT, and then it explodes. And that's going to be the story of the AAT right there. That might have been the last hopes for a droid comeback here. There's still some droids back here, though. Let's go ahead and bring them forward. Let's go ahead and actually bring all of the droids forward. Why not? We'll do one last hoorah push here. There's not many droids left, so we might as well give them the best opportunity for a victory here, which is probably going to be collective, you know, assault here going on. So here we go. Massive droid push going on right now from these droids. Actually, we could go to normal speed here. And they are actually killing some clones over this way. They're taking some immense losses themselves. Some more bazooka troopers coming on in here. Actually, a lot of bazooka troopers left. Oh, a massive shot from the clone trooper army right there, taking out multiple battle droids all at once. Such beauty is hard to come by. What a glorious shot that was. My goodness, you don't see that every day, boys. No, you do not. All right, more droids coming on in. Hot and spicy, that's for sure. More shots coming in. It's brutal. It is brutal out here. Yeah, I think the droids definitely don't have this thing in the bag anymore. Oh, there's still some more droids lingering back here. What are you doing? Get up here. Join your fellow man. Well, join your fellow bot. Go, boys. Go, go, go. All right. Last of the droids coming on in here now. Why aren't you guys using your bazookas? You've got bazookas. Use the bazookas instead of your pistols. That will always be a mystery to me. I don't understand it. Yeah, these droids are basically just dying here. This battle is pretty much up, and it's going to be a clone trooper victory at the end of the day here. Just 2 droids left alive. Why don't we go ahead and suicide them in just for fun? Go, 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 go! And they're busted. Okay. The clones definitely won by a pretty good amount. I mean, this entire right side over here is still very much alive. Look at these two. This guy's got 4 kills, and this guy's got 4 kills. This guy's got none. This guy's got none. This guy's got 3. This guy's got 2. This E-Web has 4. Pretty much a joint effort over here. This side of the battlefield definitely got pretty battered by the droids, but overall we have a clone trooper victory, and that's all that matters. If we look at the losses here, yellow are dead clones, red are dead droids. Of course, the AAT did delete some bodies when it ran over them, and also explosions deleted some bodies too, but a ton of dead droids and some dead clones on the battlefield. A good victory for the clones. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. Please be sure to hit that like button if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below if you want to see some more in the future. Alright guys, peace! I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.